Greetings.
Hello.
I am Daknar. Yes, other aspect from Mars. Yes, from Jupiter also.
Thank you.
I don't get around Earth that much. Sometimes it seems to be the wild card in this solar system. But your Pluto has much attention also, because that is a laboratory for many. So you have questions? What is
Are you enough well connected now?
Yes, enough. Enough.
Do you wish a few minutes to be better? Is it okay?
I will adjust as we speak.
Okay. Do you have more personal message you wish to share with me before we go our general question?
Your NASA scientists are on Mars at this time. Some are on Pluto also, and Uranus on their moons. Mostly Mars. Pluto is a place where some scientists are brought for experimentations. Some of DNA, some reptilians are bringing them there at this time to observe their differences of opinion on certain technologies that they wish to use on this planet in your future time. Let's go there for experimentation. And some of these scientists are brought to Pluto, at least against their will. And well, I and you or I, we're both the same.
Yeah.
We go to, I am an observer of all of this. We do protect Mars as much as we can. But we have been at war with your humans, those that wish to rule it. There is an Adam and Eve type facility there, yes. There are many others underground, but Adam and Eve one is the largest. Some of it is surface, some of it is underground. Some of your whistleblowers are quite true, but most of their memories have been wiped. So they're not remembering everything, of course. At this time, I'm on ship. I was aware of our connection that you wish to make in Astral. We spoke of this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm here.
Okay. What kind of we said influence, but what your lifetime bring to our conscience, and what kind of influence or what kind of possibility in some way that give to our conscience?
Technologies and how to use it. As you relearn how to use technologies, your Martian mind awakens. As many do see it as a more advanced area, such as in your medicine and other factors of transportation. Transportation is much easier to transport in Mars, and many wish to reconnect to that in your environment. And many are working on that as we speak. A better way to transport one from one place to another. Transportation is a big Martian contribution. But still, your world is very primitive, as you can see. And much of your medical experiments are from Martian, and much of it is not in the public domain. A lot of them are disease creation experiments. Such as your AIDS. The AIDS is somewhat of a Martian experiment. There's actually alien DNA in that. Some of it's Martian, some of it's reptilian.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The reptilian in the AIDS virus is used to, yes, break down. Is a DNA that is stranded with other DNAs, but the reptilian is very much involved. That's the alien portion of it. that your humans are not fully aware of.
Okay. I don't know if it's possible to know that. What kind of, in the same way, what kind of thing my present lifetime bring to the conscience or to other lifetime?
But this, some do feel like they are not accomplishing anything in this life, which is very wrong. Your time here is in astral is within the governments at this time of making peace. You are where you are established at this time is a place where peace treaties is not. It is in your Canadian area, is all I can say. And the ones in your Americas, and I can't say where that is either. Where you're part of the peace treaties, you are in work. You have conversations. Let's put it that way. And many that are aware of the alien energies are involved. But also, even your humans that are not are involved, but in different ways. They are still. They are not quite there yet, as you can tell. They have other missions. But your time here is to bring peace. There's much more, but at this time, that is all that is needed. From my perspective, at least.
Okay. Can you tell me if any, not necessarily important, but maybe useful information I can receive at this moment from the for the next month, for the yeah, in some way, what could come in the next month?
As a prediction for you,
Yeah, what's probable thing will come?
financial change for the betterment. We do see a female around you of mother, where she's going through a transition. But we do see a further employment with you, meaning other means of wealth gathering, possibly in your next month. That is up in the air at this time. Other than that, I have nothing else to report at this moment, unless you have a specific question.
Okay. I know in the few last month we received a message as the probable job change.
Yes.
Do I miss this target or is just another kind of opportunity I've just moved?
It is still in process. It has not been. You have not missed anything. Some things are postponed. It seems to have been postponed. That can happen with free will.
Mm-hmm.
You will allow it to come through when you're ready for it to come through. At this time,
Okay.
it seems like you're not ready for it at this time.
Okay. Can you tell me if any kind of entity around have message to share?
Yes, the Zetas are around you, analyzing your movements. You've been connecting them in astral, going to their libraries on their Zeta Reticuli planet, looking for more species. Some of these aliens have misplaced, meaning information they might have misplaced. And you're also discovering new species and you're already connecting with them. And the Zetas do look for these beings once you find them, their names. You're on a detective hunt. Interesting enough, you're also working with the government here as for understanding these new species that you're connecting to. A positive government, because they were looking to see if these beings are to assist this humanity, if they are approaching them, the ones that you've picked up on recently. Some of the giants they've been speaking to. This is a time in your future, though, for it to come into more of your time period.
Okay. Does as I share recently my entity list, does government already have picked the file, or
What is it that you want to know about your list there?
yeah, I share recently I shared my file about my list entity
Oh,
list.
yes, 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 yes.
Does they already have
Yes,
picked this list?
they have been going through it, yes. Quietly, of course. Yes.
Okay.
Very much appreciative of it. You should start feeling some signs of appreciation from others.
Okay.
They might not know who they are.
Does another do you have more message from entity around?
From Archangel Michael, you are doing well. Do not worry about finances, which you're most likely not worried. A great change is happening in your 2017. Well, actually, he says in your 2016 you will have a great change, which that still has not come yet. Your 2018 will be a time of refinement, of understanding more of these entities that you're connecting to. As you start to feel their vibration, at least one or two of them. Some are coming closer, but not yet. You're not ready for it yet. That's a message.
Okay. Do we have another one around message?
Yes, you're reptilian beings that you hang out with every once in a while. They say you play shuffleboard. I am not part of all of that.
I don't know.
For humor purposes.
Shaper board?
Shuffleboard, they call it.
Shaffer?
Shuffleboard.
I don't know. Never. I don't. Maybe I have connect to them, but not this name.
This is for humor purposes. That's all.
Okay. Shiffer. I don't know how to spell that. SHA?
SHUFFLE board.
LE?
LE board, yes.
Board. Shuffle. Okay, shuffle board.
Yes.
Well, anyway, we'll ask.
Humor purposes. They say you will get a laugh out of it. You're the only human. It's all reptilian trying to beat you at that game.
Oh, it's a game.
Yes.
Is a human game?
Yes.
I will search on the internet or ask to Ivan about that. What is it? Okay. He just wished to tell me that. We wish he share his name.
Nikolai is the reptilian that said that. It is a trickster, but this is not a trick. This is a kind of like a riddle. But no, that's really happened. But it's a kind of a riddle type of reptilian. But he causes no harm, though.
Okay.
Yes, he has diamond-shaped eyes. He is a little bit of an advanced reptilian. He's green, but not draconian. He's not say they do not really have a name for it. It's similar to Treb's race, but it's your Treb channeling. You are aware of that. Similar,
Yeah.
but more reckless.
Reckless.
Reckless, less friendly.
Okay.
But they are an extension of that race, Krebs race is very friendly. Theirs is not. They got insulted by them, so they started their own race. They are not perfect.
Okay.
The Treb race. One moment. They are giving it a dystopians. That is one way of calling them dystopians.
Dystopian?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you wish add another thing?
Yes. They have checkerboards like flooring on their ships where a being can appear in one of the checkerboard underground.
Okay. Checkboard, yeah.
The checkerboard symbol, yes, is Masonic on your world, but for them it means something totally different. A design that they feel very close to is just a sign that they are around some of your humans, which you put them on their flooring, and they had something to do with that. Not necessarily negative, it's just a style they approve of. Distinctions of style. And they say checkerboard because chess, but they don't play chess.
Yeah, I don't play much.
But they like the checkerboard type of symbolisms, even in your chess, but more the board itself. They enjoy that type of.
I will not be too long on this question. Around 1998, I think is that I create a small kind of chessboard. I don't know if you can connect to that.
Yes.
What is the? I guess I connect to something for that. What is the meaning or the behind that?
Their visitation with you. They have known you for some time. This is a race. They do visit Pluto often. This is where they're allowed to connect with. Sometimes the one that you connected with is like not an overlord, but a one with much respect is brought in. Like for your planet, Obi-Wan of their race, Obi-Wan Kenobi, kind of.
Yeah.
He was allowed to connect, and he connected to many that are connected to his race.
Okay. Try to start with more short question.
Yes.
I have paste on the side few name to Ivan.
Yes.
Maybe just give me few information about few of them. I will start with the where is it here? Okay, November 14, around 10 p.m. The name of Dark Devil Dakai.
That is a reptilian race that's in a hybridization program that does some space travel, but it's mostly on planet and a world similar to your Mars. They go to worlds that are worn out, like your Mars, and they build hybridization programs there, and vehicles and space traveling technologies.
Okay. I will move to
connected to you. They're very humanoid. They do have reptilian, but they are very humanoid.
Okay. We'll move to November 15, around 10:20 p.m. Red Hole Mantis.
Mm-hmm. I'm not familiar with the red hole, but I am familiar of the red eye mantis. Okay. Some of them are black with red eyes. Some of them are dark gray. These are the builders. They do secretive. They are keep them themselves.
Okay.
They hide behind the sun, or not your sun, but suns in their solar system. Meaning, they have their ships that are cloaked, as you call them, in a higher dimension, but cloaked.
Okay. Which density?
Fourth density.
40. Okay.
They can be vicious sometimes, depending
Yeah.
on if they are. They have breeding programs. They keep them themselves for the most time.
Okay.
Not much is known about them, from my perspective.
Okay. I will move to the same day, the same time around the book of Isa. Oh, sorry, the book of Isia or Isabella. I'm not sure of which of them.
Isabella.
Isabella.
It is similar to your Bible, but without the religious, without your Jesus, though. It is a book of extraterrestrials. The worlds learned of these extraterrestrials. Some worlds, Palladian worlds, have histories of other extraterrestrials that assisted them in their history. It is like a history book. Some worlds in third density know of these type of books. It is hard to say if they'll be in your vibration on this planet. Unlikely.
Okay. The same time, same day, the Library of the Firestone.
That has a lot to do with reptilians. This is like an Arcturian knowledge bank of reptilians and dragon people. And it is brought out in different vibrations for learning purposes.
Okay.
It is given, you can say, to the elderly and the youth. Sacred magic, you can say.
Okay. Excellent. I will try with November 20, Library of the Arch Soul.
That is an Arcturian knowledge bank of the Syrian race. The underwater dwellers. The man-made dwellers of the oceans of Sirius that you can not necessarily mermaids, but humans that swim in the seas that can breathe underwater.
Okay.
They're like your water world type of person.
Okay.
It is a person that this is like a sacred knowledge book, as far as I know at this time. There's much known other than that. For my
Okay. Excellent. I will try with the same day, same time. Library of Ice Crystal.
that is part of the Zeta Gray Collective. It is a knowledge of their technologies that they bring to different worlds that are in 3D format. They teach other species of their race in 3D form, such as your world would be much useful in it, but it is not ready for it. This is for a small group, though. Such as scientists read these type of things. It is not for everyone.
Okay. Just quick question.
Yes.
Between many aspects of the same conscience or I self, do we need each other to ask for information, or you have access the same information and me without need to ask something?
Receiving information is good, as beginning permission is still good. It helps with the detailed information. It does help.
Okay.
Such as you might not know, you've had lifetimes in desert type of planets and desert regions, and you chose not to experience that in this incarnation. Just in case you didn't know.
I didn't know. Okay, I will continue with few questions. December 1st, around 2 a.m., the picture of giant cyclops buffalo head with a kind of dragon body.
That is an experimentation you've done on worlds of Zeta. And you can say that being is made to put fear into other species. It is encoded with different types of DNA as for messages, as a warning to others not to come any further. That is just an experiment. I believe you were somewhat part of that.
Okay. Is not the same kind of thing I made the same kind of information I received from a hybrid test from reptilian, dragon, and
Yes,
dinosaur.
I believe so. It is the same.
Okay. Um, what? Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. November 21. The idea of black creator.
It's an ancient knowledge. It can be a being. It can be whatever it wants to be. It is one of magic, but usually it is self-hypnotism. Many reptilians are around this type of being. It is a menace at times, but it's also one that can open up portals to other worlds with just the thought of it, as you can do on this planet.
Okay.
But these beings you can see in your stargates, that they can manipulate stargate energies. They're humanoid.
Okay.
They're not like your prime creator. It is a replica. It's a duplicate, but not a correct one.
Yeah. Okay. They try to make something similar, but
Yes.
from no zeros, if you can say.
It can be used with Arcturian energies and Zeta to create a supreme being, but it is not your prime creator.
Yeah. It cannot be better than the original one.
No.
Okay. I will try. I know a few sessions ago, I asked about a game for raise vibration. I received information about Kryon. Could be behind that kind of game. Can you connect to that?
It broke up for a second. What was that again? Brian?
Okay. Yeah, few sessions ago, I asked about a game to raise vibration, and the answer I received is about Kryon. Could be could maybe I've create a game or the name could of this name game could be Kryon. Do you understand what I mean, or?
It is not. This is not on your list, correct?
No.
Kryon, as for the being kryon, or kryon.
Yeah, I just based
Kryon
the
game, raise your vibration. Yes, that does exist, and you're being told that because you can channel that information for others to enjoy in your future times.
Are you able to give me few information more about how that?
It seems like you got membership to it recently. I am not involved with it. It has a lot to do with gold and silver energies. It has to do with the sun. It's like a game inside the sun. That's one version of it. And you come to a world like this, and your vibration goes down to, you can say it's a game that takes you to the sun. Like a maze game in some regard. I don't know the details of it. Not this time.
Okay,
It
you
is
don't.
sacred. It is sacred. I am not privileged to know.
Okay, you cannot have access to that.
Your prime creator might have more use to that. I cannot connect to that.
Okay. If I try a game to access past life, are you
Yes.
able to pick something?
What is it you're asking exactly?
Any form of game which could help to connect to past life, to alternative life in some way?
Well, a minute. I do not connect to games very often, but you can. Another one is similar with the sun energies. You can visualize the sun turning into a human world like yours. And when it does, it reveals all your past lives. And you can go by what comes through. It is no longer a sun, it is now a planet where you can live and breathe. It's as if you fly into the sun undamaged, go inside into its vibration, and it becomes a world such as yours. Similar, as for nature. And in doing that, your past lives appear to you. That is one way. That is a game format.
Okay. If I try July 23, around midnight, the idea of game of the blue sphere, any form of information behind that?
It's a Palladian game, a blue avian, a bird-like species connects to that. As for the contents of its game, it has to do with different alien races and how much you are willing to know about them without having a racial issue. There's much more to it than that. That is all the information I have for that.
Okay. Can you connect to the idea of Aryan Federation? He was in the list.
Yes. It is a Talbot Nordic Federation that was of the positive. It has been infiltrated by Greys to make it more negative. And when that happened, many Talbot Nordics were manipulated by the vibration of it. There is a positive side to this federation, but it is also a negative side similar to what your Nazi situation was. It is a group I don't believe it is still around because of its corruption in the past.
Okay. Do you have more thing you want to add to this thing, or it's okay?
Not at this time.
Okay. Um, December 12th, around 1 a.m. I call that Cyber Lady. Is the picture of woman like type geisha type with white skin, clear white skin, and she have two antennae on the head, and she have a little red line which go near the on the side of the face on the antenna. Are you able to connect to that?
It is not necessarily called Cyber Lady, but that is fine. It is a being of much technology. A technology advanced being. You can say it's a being that carries around tools within its essence, where it can manifest a tool to fix certain things, such as ships and space stations. It's almost, this isn't exactly a perfect way of looking at it, but it is. You can imagine this person visualizing a wrench in one's hand and using it to repair things. At this time, that is the only information I have on that being.
Do they wish give me a better name for them, their species?
You can call them the clear glass species. It's not just female, it is male. Yes, they walk through problems, is what they say.
Okay, perfect. I thanks Dan for this information.
Yes.
Can you connect to the ID of Team 9? I received the November 12th.
Is this on your list? Or no?
Yeah, is the fourth one. Team 9.
Team 9 is 1 1. The vibration of that is Zeta Gray and Insectoid becoming one is unnecessary. Call it Team 9. It is part of a Zeta race that is evolved from Saturn and other planets. And Saturn's one of them, where they tested out that species on that planet in a distant time, where it was more inhabitable. It's still inhabitable, but at a higher density.
Okay.
Therefore, density is not the same anymore.
Can you connect to the idea of November 20, the Shazar Rod or Shazar Kane is in the middle of the list. Shazar, Shazard.
Shazar Rod?
Yeah.
Kane? Shazar Rod Kane.
Yeah.
This is reptilian and canine and insectoid that are combined into a DNA force. They do make a rock species also, a different type of rock that is not on this planet, that has a consciousness that you can speak to and feel the vibration of easily. You can do that here, but the vibration here is so low. But it is a rock formation that can be used to, you can use one's mind to manipulate its energies to change its form, or you can use one's hands to do so. That is all we have for that at this time.
Okay. Did you wish share a message in general, or
Of
Did
what
you?
of that team or something
No,
else?
did you wish share message in general message or?
General message is to you, well, to humanity is not to have so much fear. Fear is keeping you from ascending. Feeling that one is right all the time, that is ego. That has nailed itself into the fabrics of this timeline, making it difficult for anyone to rise above that type of mindset. Many people on this planet are using their minds to control others because their belief systems, they feel everyone should believe it or follow it. They are weak-minded beings also that do this. They know what they're doing. They're keeping the world at a low vibration. And they're doing it well. That is all at this time.
Okay. Um, just before to leave, did you wish share a entity name, a new entity name?
Ah, one moment. Claudus.
Carless.
Claude. Claude is a good name. Claude.
You. Okay,
Claudus.
we'll try to tap
Claude the reptilian. Claude the Zeta.
something like
Claude.
that. QUAD quad.
Claude. CL.
Still.
Claude. Does that make sense to you?
Cloud. Okay, it's Cloud CLA. Something
Yes.
like that.
Yes. UDE, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
These are beings that are not known. They are builders of time. They have other names, but calling them Claudus, Claude, is good enough for them. It is a council of Claudus, where they build timelines. They work with your Galactic Federation of Light. Many of them are incarnated here as they are finding difficult. Some of them are sort of like your archons. They're curious of those going into experimental timelines. But many are here and incarnated as human because they've been very bad in other realities. They are not well known. It's an experimental race. They're always doing experiments on each other. So they're always changing. But they seem to be part of a creativity that can also open up wormholes close to this world, as from new knowledge to enter into it, depending on the consciousness of humanity. The Pleiadians seem to be the most powerful ones of this. They can be called a different name. They have other names of calling it Claudus, Claude. The round table of light is another way of calling it. So they're not all negative. They might seem like that, but they're experimental beings. The round table of light is another way of removing old ways of thinking into new timelines.
Okay.
So they're like the archons in some ways, but they're experimental, but they don't want humanity to go into darkness. It has had enough of that. It's like an interstate into light they are working on. Yes, that is a right. Yes, that is a correct. The round table of light, you can call them that. That would be a better vibrational name for them.
Excellent. Okay, I will erase the cloud name.
Yes, this cloud is an ancient. Is one way for humans to connect to them.
Okay.
But it's filled with different species that are assisting your planet at this time.
Can you do what is the probability we more to connect more directly in the future time, or
More, can you explain that question again?
do we will probably connect more directly in the future time, or is not
Yes.
necessarily
For this
useful?
species, yes. Yes.
And with you,
Yes.
me and
If
you,
you
I
wish.
mean,
Yes.
okay. For a few time, I have maybe 5 minutes. Uh, can you tell me if Prime Creator can jump in?
Prime Creator, yes. I will connect to you again at a later date.
Thank you very much.
Remember, some of us, of your Martians, have 3 fingers.
I hope they don't point the middle one in my face.
Yes. Greetings, the Prime Creator. Much love to you.
Hi, Prime.
Yes. Greetings.
Nice to connect you.
Nice to connect to you, all humans, including
Uh,
yourself.
I guess you have probably see or feel the previous talk with my other
Yes.
part of me.
Yes.
Uh, Quick question before I ask another thing. If you have a black creator which has a kind of clone of you, trying to make clone of you, I guess they have more other many species have tried to do the same kind of thing too.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
These are higher
maybe
dimensional beings, around 11th density, 12th density beings. They think they're part of the energy of the other side, and they get close to manipulating my energy. Well, no, they do accomplish it quite well. They use Arcturian Elohim energies and several other species that you're not familiar with, but that is close enough. And they're quite successful in manipulating my energies, unfortunately.
only in the good way or bad, sometime in the bad
Bad and
way.
bad, mostly bad. Sometimes when
More
they're good because they feel like they went too far.
so somewhere maybe I have golden creator and blue creator.
Yes, the black isn't always good. It has its mean streak, but it is of a vibration that the universe quite needs. Let's put it that way. But they are
Yeah,
difficult to deal with.
yeah. If everything exists because it need to be there.
Exactly.
Okay. Uh, I have asked a little bit about the Kryon game.
Yes.
Can you give, I guess you're about to connect, then give more information how that work, and is it possible to know how that work or how you use these
There's
things?
it is the Crown game that has different versions of it, but the one that not everyone can connect to. This version I'm going to speak of is like visualize a world such as yours with great nature everywhere. And you can build mountains with your mind. Build whatever you want, trees, well, allow them to grow, let's put it that way.
Okay,
As if you are Father Earth or Mother Earth on that place. And you're helping the planets around surrounding your world. And this helps raise your vibration as it does connect you with the sun because the world turns into a sun that energizes the universe. So it is a world that turns into the sun, basically. Now, there's other versions of this, of course. Some are not too keen to that and not ready for that. So
but
on your planet, you can have whatever you want, just like you have on
this
this one.
this version of game is
Mm.
because my main idea was to raise vibration, is to raise vibration of all. I
Mm.
know we are all one and all at the same time, but in the way is it could be used to raise only my personal vibration without try to interfere with the other vibration.
Well, you can have a game with others as you can speak of what you see, and do others see it?
Okay,
You know, you can have like a circle of friends and tell them what you see, just like when you tell them what you see when you have a meditation. Because you're
okay,
like
good.
meditating together.
Okay.
And the goal is turning it into a son, but the goal could be whatever you want.
Okay. Did you wish to share a new kind of game? Which could be useful and fun?
The only one I have at this time is how to get out of Walmart without paying for anything.
No, a game for help us to.
That can raise your vibration too because of the rate of speed that you are running at. But of course, that's not always the best as for your vibration of the world. But a game. One moment. With your friends, you can visualize a game of angels and have each other connect to each other by not interfering, but walking through each other and seeing what you see. Basically, it's another form of reading each other. You visualize just all of you as angels, and you tell each other. It can be a game board if you want. I don't go into games at this, not through this conduit. There's more of a Bashar type of thing, but you can create it as you wish on a board game if you like to have one piece, like you're going to the middle or something like that. Or either way, it is to one moment. Visualize yourselves as angels. Call yourself whatever you want, and read each other's energy and what you see. And then you create a place on your board of mountains, trees, whatever you want. You go to those mountains, you go to those trees. And if you're all at the same place, you can say you all won. I mean, it's like a mind reading game, you can say.
Okay.
It's one version of it.
Look interesting.
I will work on that. I'll work on that part.
Yeah.
There are several I can connect to, but
create the book and print and send to all Walmart around the world.
I will sell it at Walmart for $1.
$1?
Yes.
Okay, it's so cool.
Yes, my vibration is there all the time, if you haven't noticed.
Did you wish before I let you go? Did you wish share a message to me or?
Just continue on your path. The way you want to do things, you're making your life as you want it. Of course, there are certain goals you'd like to reach, but you have delayed much of it, yes. But you will, when it is needed, it will come. So just go with the flow, basically. Have your mind and heart in the right place, as they are. There seems to be somewhat a little family, I wouldn't call it turmoil, but a movement there. But nothing to worry about there.
Okay.
But as for your path, one moment, just for your guides, say to just continue on. Not worry about the past. There are changes in the air, but they cannot mention it.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, just before let you go, I just wish to know about a new channeler I find recently. Yes. I wish the name of his channel is Channeling Prime Creator. He's a young black guy. I will show you the picture. I guess I will be able to share you the picture.
Yes, I can pick up on his vibrations. I know him well. Yes.
Yeah, what is behind him, and I don't wish for this moment share his YouTube channel. I feel you have something wrong a little bit behind that.
Alternative motive. Yeah, he tries to do it for financial gain. He's not fully understanding my energies yet, but it's part of his learning and growth of self-love. He's learning self-love at this time. So he's going to, yes, have some darkness. He's not trying to mislead people. He's trying to learn I've not seen anything where he is trying to be malicious to anyone. Not at this time.
Yeah, I feel, but my feeling is he can. My feeling is he can connect, but
Yes.
I
No.
feel something in the energy was in no
His, yes.
when he said in his video to, if you don't like my video, just don't connect, is like something that don't fit in the.
Yes.
Okay.
His ego, it gets in the way a lot. He's still a little bit scared of what he's doing. He's not fully connecting, but he's learning. He's learning about himself. So his heart is in the right place, but he's still having trouble fully connecting though.
If I succeed to share this part of this video, the question I just asked you about him, do that will help him or to align a
Yes,
little bit more?
I believe so. He's still learning the process. We send him his blessings. Yeah, his heart is in the right place.
Okay.
Yes, his heart's in the right place. He wishes to help others, and I see, but still, part of him is still in the message. He's still learning how to disconnect himself from the message. He's getting
okay. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Yes. There's nothing else. I'll leave you be.
It will be okay for me.
Yes. Much love.
Have fun.
All's well. Oh yes, I'll be at Walmart if anyone needs me.
Yeah. Don't forget, if you buy everything without paying, you need to bring back to your.
Yes, that is true. But everyone keeps connecting to me at Walmart saying, "God help me buy this thing." So that is why I'm always there.
Okay. Bye.